Welcome to this INE's Advanced VMware vSphere course. This is the second course in the vSphere 6.0 series. This Advanced vSphere 6.0 course continues from where the Introduction to vSphere 6.0 course left off. We would start off this course by covering vSphere networking. In our introduction, we covered the basics of vSwitches, port groups, and VM kernel port. Here we would discuss and demonstrate network policies. Network policies would be divided into security, traffic shaping, and teaming and failover. After this, we would move our discussion to distributed vSwitches and the migration of our standard vSwitches to distributed vSwitches. Moving on from networking, we would focus on shared storage technologies. We would cover the different types of shared storage technologies that can be configured on our ESXi host. We would discuss and demonstrate the various pieces of iSCSI storage technologies, as well as discussing vSAN and storage multipathing. Once we have deployed our underlying storage infrastructure, once we have this in place, we'll go ahead and carve out our VMFS and our NFS data store. After we have our storage infrastructure in place, we would move on to start to migrate our virtual machines around using vMotion and storage vMotion technologies. We would start off by identifying the requirements for these technologies before going into the demonstration on our vSphere web client. Following this, we would go into the details of vCenter security. We would identify the various permissions, privileges, roles, and our identity sources configurations. Next, we would go into the discussion of resources management. We would discuss the various memory reclamation technologies. Here we would discuss topics like transparent page sharing and ballooning, among others. Under resource management also, we would cover topics like resource pools, shares, limits, and reservations. Coming down towards the end of this course, we would discuss and configure some of the core vSphere services, some of the more advanced services. We'll cover topics like vSphere High Availability, or HA, fault tolerance. We'll cover Distributed Resources Scheduler, or DRS, and Storage Distributed Resource Scheduler, or Storage DRS, and Distributed Power Management, or DPM. Finally, before closing off this Advanced vSphere 6.0 course, we would cover a few topics I would like to put under a section called miscellaneous topics. So our miscellaneous section would cover topics like host profiles, which we would use to easily manage consistent host deployment in our infrastructure, and tags, which would assist us in filtering and sorting of objects in our vSphere infrastructure.